Hello viewers, this is Major General Kumar for the YouTube channel Lex Consilium Foundation in conversation with General VK Singh for the playlist Going Strong. We have just covered in the earlier video about the book Leadership in Indian Army, biographies of 12 soldiers. Now, Army requires a very high standard of leadership for which the cadets and junior officers, as they rise, they are trained. And a book like this would serve as a textbook to tell them how the different leaders acted, performed at different times under different conditions. Now, in this book, General VK Singh has written and profiled the career of Lt Gen Sagat Singh, one of the tallest heroes of 1971 war in the context of Eastern theatre. I would like to request you to tell our viewers as to what was the significance of General Sagat Singh's order when he was GOC 4 Corps in the Eastern theatre with regard to crossing of Meghna river. How did it impact the course of the battle?
Yes. You see, the capture of Dacca was not in the plans of the Indian Army.
Yes.
All the 3 corps were given certain tasks to advance. 4 Corps was also advancing. At a certain stage, Sagat Singh realized that he can reach Dacca quickly if we can cross the Magna. Now, Magna was a big river obstacle. So, he had a very innovative mind. He consulted his Air Force colleagues and he thought of crossing the troops by helicopters.
Okay.
So, this was known as the air bridge. Air bridge. You see, you can cross 1 or 2 people. This is the first time entire battalions were crossed.
A body of troops. Yes.
Body of troops were transferred just across the river, and which they practiced for some time.
Yes.
In consultation with the Air Force, and they had been practicing this earlier also when he was in 101 area. The moment this happened, there was utter panic among the Pakistanis.
Okay.
They heard that a brigade has crossed over.
They had never anticipated.
Never anticipated that he'll be sitting next to Dacca. So, at a certain stage...
And this quickened the pace to capture, reach Dacca.
Yeah, so actually he was on the outskirts of Dacca,
yes,
and he could have entered any time and taken it.
Yes.
But physically, because he was not told the 101 area, which actually had a subsidiary role,
yes,
they were tasked to go and enter. So they entered first, but that is just a matter of detail.
Yes.
The real victory was
crossing of Magna.
Crossing of the Magna, and everybody realizes value. There is a very interesting story about it, which was related by B.B. Lal, who was the Defence Secretary that time.
Yes.
On 10 December 71, there was a conference going on in South Block.
Okay.
In the ops room, chaired by Sardar Swaran Singh, who was the External Affairs Minister, and all the director, IB, etc., and everybody was there. And suddenly the news came that Sagat has crossed the Meghna.
Okay.
The moment this news came, Babu Jagjivan Ram, the Defence Minister, he rushed into the room, the ops room, and somebody was sent to the Prime Minister's office to inform her.
Indira Gandhi.
And B.B. Lal has written that we saw Indira Gandhi was running down the corridor, her hair and sari flying. Okay. He says, we were all surprised to see the Prime Minister bubbling with joy.
Okay.
For this was the most unforgettable moment of the 1971 war.
And perhaps she wanted to inform the Parliament.
Yeah, that came later.
Yes.
But the Prime Minister has to
Yes.
be informed first.
Yes.
After all, she was looking after it. And Bibi Lal has written something very interesting. He says this was also the one day that Sam Manekshaw could not take credit for having ordered this operation.
Okay. So this was the initiative of Sagat. Yes.
This crossing the Meghna was entirely on his own initiative.
Okay.
And nobody told him to do it. But he did it. And after that, it was realized that now Dacca is there and Pakistan has
Yes.
fallen. And you will be surprised, for doing this, also he did not get a gallantry award.
He is the very rare case. The entire.
No, earlier also in Goa,
Yes.
he didn't get a gallantry award. He reached Panjim in 24 hours.
Yes.
No award for him. See
And
what
he
he did
that in
Nathula.
Nathula.
There was no gallantry award. He, controlled the insurgency. After Nathula, he was in fact sacked. He was sent to an area headquarters.
Yes.
From a division.
Yes.
Instead of being sent to a corps, he was sent down as an area
One
commander.
area.
People thought his career is finished.
Sealed.
But he, saw what is happening there.
The combat commander. That's what the 71.
Mizo Hills
Yes.
insurgency was rampant.
Yes.
And he controlled it by an innovative method called the villages were grouped
Okay.
and it was controlled. And then 101 area later, of course, took part in the war.
This was a big strategic sort of
Yes.
objective and victory.
Yeah.
The crossing of Meghna.
Absolutely. And in fact, it was this air bridge concept was never done. And one of the divisional commanders, Major
Yes.
General Lt Gen Singh, has written
Yes.
in this book, it was here that Sagat exhibited the genius and initiative of a field commander. It was this decision which finally and decisively tilted the scale in our favor and led to the early surrender of Pakistani forces in Dhaka.
Wonderful. So this is how the history was made, and it led to the defeat of Pakistan Army in the eastern sector and the role played in that by General Sagat Singh. Stay with us. This conversation will continue.